Hi Libra, this is your July 2021 spirit reading. Seems like you're trying to wiggle free of something in July. Something has got the better of you, sort of hanging over your head and not allowing you to make your own choices. This is something that you bring in from the past. It's not new for July. Just want to note before it disappears that you've got something going on mid to late July that it seems to be attached to this thing that's causing you difficulty, and it's putting you in a position almost like Stockholm syndrome. You don't want to leave it behind, although you know that it's causing you trouble. You're in danger of allowing it to slingshot you back into the trouble zone that you've been working so hard for such a long time to get out of. So keep an eye on that. Do not allow yourself to be trapped in the same pattern toward the end of July that you were struggling to get out of at the beginning of July. So you're working out a strategy, and it looks like the strategy you're working on is to mimic the very thing that has been causing you trouble, and that works. That works. If you are to mimic or create a parallel activity to the one that the situation that is causing you trouble, it's sort of like going with the flow until you can find a fork in the road and ride off in the opposite direction of the thing that has been making trouble for you. So if you do this thing, just go with the flow. Not necessarily riding it out, but riding it to the point where you see it's going in one direction and you can veer off into the other direction, and you will see your way out as long as you remind yourself not to fall into those patterns that this thing that has you trapped has had you in for so long. And, you know, a well-learned pattern is hard to break. You want to take the road less traveled this time. It's it might be very much against your nature to do that. You know, it might seem that the tidy and well-planned route is the best to take in all cases. But for you, Libra, and especially right now, that's not the best choice for you. The best choice is to strike out on your own toward discovery and inspiration these things may seem scary to you, or unusual, out of your character, but this is what you need to do in order to break yourself of the pattern that has been causing you so much difficulty. So I'm going to leave it at that, Libra. It looks like you have a tough month ahead of you, but you don't have a lot on your plate. You just have this one concern to deal with, and everything else that happens, nearly everything else that happens in the month of July is going to be related to this one task, which is untangling yourself from this thing that has been sort of holding on to you for so many years. Just remember, go with the flow. Don't fall back into the old patterns. Strike off on a new route, because that will distract you from falling into old patterns. All right, Libra, that was your spirit reading for July 2021. Thank you. Okay, Libra, this is your one card reading for July 2021. So your card is the High Priestess. So Libra, it looks very much like July is the month where you get to learn about everybody's dirty little secrets. There is quite a bit that has been kept from you to this point, but here in July, something has shifted, and you are in a position to see, feel, hear what's really been going on behind the scenes. In a lot of ways, you're not at all surprised. These things are nothing new, but there are a few sticking points that that really give you pause, because you feel that there's a certain layer of disloyalty in a few of these points that you've uncovered. However, with the disloyalty, you find those who have been very steadfastly loyal to you and the goal that you and the group effort have been trying to attain. And that allows you to take heart in feeling that the project that you're involved in is still worthwhile. You are about to close the book on this chapter of your life, and that may be part of why things are now being revealed to you. In many ways, in most ways, this is too little too late. And you're going to find that you'll have a little bit of difficulty in accepting some of the truths that you've learned, and you may have some difficulty putting it all behind you. But at this point, the best thing to do is put it behind you and move on. Things that seem really important right now are going to pass quickly into history for you. And if you just give it a little bit of time, many of the things that are sticking in your craw about what's being revealed right now, they will become unimportant to you and just evaporate before you know it. By September or October, you may have all but forgotten about these things that are bothering you most in July. Okay, so that is Libra's July one-card reading. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you in August.